to our Thursday afternoon talk show here on Alsl News. Today we will be discussing the book Outsiders. We have invited three very special guests to join us: Samantha Moser, Liam Donald, and Lana Tamori. Lana Tamori.
Why, hello.
Liam Donald. The Moser.
Finally welcoming our amazing host, Alsl.
As we have earlier mentioned, today we will be discussing the novel Outsiders, written by S.E. Hinton in the year 1965 and published in 1967. Today we will be discussing only part of the novel, chapters 8 through 11, and our first speaker would be Liam Donald.
So at the first start of chapter 8, we find out that Johnny's in the hospital and he's injured quite badly, as it seems, and one of the biggest things he's worrying about is how he doesn't have any hair grease, and he sort of seems angry about that. So that's a little, shows, what the greasers really want, and yeah. And another thing is so when they're in the hospital, the nurse asks Johnny about his parents, and when he's asking about his parents, when the nurse is asking if he wants his parents to come, he firmly says no, and he tries to get up, and then I believe he turns very pale and faints, I believe. So it sort of shows just how bad of a condition he is in, and also it shows he was really trying, he doesn't want his parents there. So when Tuvit and Ponyboy are leaving from Johnny's room, they see Johnny's parents. They see Johnny's parents or Johnny's mother, sorry. And when they pass Johnny's mother, she says some stuff to them and just how much they hate them. So many stuff happens that day. So yeah, and it also tells us that Bob got killed. So yeah, that's it for chapter 8. Also in this chapter we meet Cherry Valance, and they talk to Cherry, and when they're talking to Cherry, we find out that Johnny killed Bob, which was Cherry's boyfriend, so she will not visit him in the hospital. So, yeah. That's all for chapter 8.
Now stay tuned, because after this short commercial, we will go back to the... Are you someone who's always bored and sitting at home reading a book? Well, we have the perfect thing for you. Come to our night at the opera, where you will hear voices that are so amazing, such as... So come to our opera and don't be late, because our performance starts right from the beginning. Buy this Whitmere fan because it works and it is so refreshing. Hello and welcome back once again to our Thursday afternoon talk show here on Alsl News. And our next speaker is Lana Tamori, and she will be giving us a brief summary of the next chapter in the book, chapter 9.
They're all relaxing and kind of getting ready for the rumble between the socials and them, and Johnny is still in the hospital injured with super bad injuries, and as you know, Dally kind of injured his arm and wasn't planning on coming to the rebel since he can't really fight with one hand, but ends up showing up anyways. They were joined by the Rumbly gang and the Tim Shepard gang, and Dally joined and they started fighting, and Ponyboy wasn't feeling that good, but they ended up winning anyways. And as soon as they won, they all left, and then Ponyboy and I guess someone else, I think Ponyboy and Dally, visited Johnny at the hospital, and that's when he passed, and then they let all the others know. Dally was extremely upset because he really truly loved Johnny, and when he passed away, he kind of lost it and he ran away.
Well, thank you. That was a wonderful summary, and now we will be moving on to chapter 10. And our guest star, Samantha Moser, will be the one who will give us the summary of this chapter.
So Ponyboy was in the daze after losing Johnny in the hospital. So he starts to walk home because Dally ran off and took the car with him. When he hitchhikes with a man who tells him he's bleeding all over his seat. So that shows you that Ponyboy's injuries are pretty bad. And when he gets home, he basically tells everyone that Johnny died and Dally ran off. So they get a call from Dally, who just robbed a grocery store and is now running. So they go off to try and hide him. When they get there, Dally runs as fast as he can, and Dally pulls out an unloaded gun in front of the police, and everyone, like the greasers, know that it's fake and unloaded, but the cops don't, and they shoot him down. And so Ponyboy is slightly annoyed how when Johnny died, he's known as a hero for rescuing someone or doing something that happened in a church fire, while Dally is known as just someone who caused trouble. And so Ponyboy, he starts like rocking back and forth and then collapses on the ground. And then when he wakes up, it's daylight. He suffered from a concussion and shock. And so he has to go to court and talk to police about Bob's death, what happened because Johnny stabbed him. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
And now we will be right back after this. Very short commercial. By the way, it's very important to stay hydrated.
Great.
Oh my god, I wish something could make me fast. I'm so slow. Maybe something can. With this, I can go super fast. Featuring Contigo with its new auto seal. Very advanced.
Welcome back to our Thursday afternoon talk show here on Alsl News. We have just heard the summaries of chapters 9 and 10, and now I will be giving a brief summary of chapter 11, the last chapter in our chunk. So basically this chapter starts off with Ponyboy in his room, in his bed, because he's in a very bad state and his doctor is not letting him get out of bed. And while he's thinking about many things, including Bob and who Bob may have been on the other side. There's always a good and bad side to people, as he believed. Or as Cherry Valance said, Bob had another side, a good side to him. And while he's thinking, Derry interrupts his train of thought and says that Randy came to see him, and Randy is one of the Socs, and Ponyboy agreed to see Randy, and Randy reminded him about the court session that had to do with Johnny killing Bob. And all of a sudden, Ponyboy, something goes on with him, and he says, I killed Bob, but it's not true. We all know that Johnny was the one who actually did that. So Ponyboy starts panicking, and Derry tells Randy to leave. And the chapter ends off with Derry calling Ponyboy a little buddy, and he never called him that before. So they kind of become closer brothers. Now stay tuned, because after this short commercial, we will go back to the talk show. You have just heard an overall recap of what happened in the third part of the novel Outsiders, written by S.E. Hinton in 1965 and published in 1967. And, well, I guess that is the end of our Thursday afternoon talk show here on ALSL News. But make sure to stay tuned, because next week we are having an excellent episode on the worldwide problem of tuna in cans. And we will leave you off with a very special treat, filmed by 3 people with only 1 person acting, a little dance. So we will welcome you to the world of dance.
heard about that.
I'll just cut it. I'll just cut it.
And now, welcoming our amazing host, Alsl.
Liam, I'm not gonna stop it. Just go. Liam.
Wait, what? What?
Are you starting to stick with the black? Black?
This is the ALSL news.
BTS.
Behind the scenes.
Great.
And now great. Great. Starts thinking, because that's basically one of the only things you can do. But obviously Johnny was the one who killed Bob. Aiden, get out of the shot. But obviously, Liam, quit it, guys. Sit down. So now I will summarize the last chapter of the book.
Okay, pause it.
Oh my god, a dead body! I know who.
Oh my god.
2, 1.
Buy this Winmer fan, because it works. So refreshing.
I'll do it. I can dab. I'm a good dabber. Ready? Scenes. Now what? What are you doing?
Okay, come on.
My turn. Impression. Because you can't use the shot that you had earlier.